Hello, Isabel here. Thanks for being with me and for having accepted to test out this trial. I'm trying to find my light. I haven't made any videos for a while. Thanks for your patience. So this is a quick intro video with a few pointers in with suggestions for how to approach this, okay? So this is a trial for a breath reconditioning protocol. As you might know, we don't want to interfere with our breath, okay? But we do want to let it happen. So I need your help to test out this protocol to see if this can help get to possibly deeper breathing, nose breathing, more spontaneous nose breathing, also relaxing the diaphragm. So there's two videos. The first one is a standing video where I used a gua sha, but I'll show you a few variations. Sorry, I got out of the screen and I'm back. The second video is gonna be a bit of floor work and some breath work, and I'm also gonna use this and Skelly. My lovely assistant is back. I'm using as well a band, or if you don't have a Thera Band, you can use a scarf or something a little stretchy. It's got to be a little firm and a little stretchy at the same time, okay? So, first thing, we want to stimulate nose breathing. So when you do the exercises, make sure you are on that triangle of your foot. So big toe, little toe, heel. I want as much as possible to find them, to feel them, find them, sure, and feel them, okay? Second thing, relax your shoulders. It's tempting to hike my shoulder when I'm rubbing with the gua sha. I'll show you in a minute. But as much as possible, I want to keep this calm. I also want to keep, and I'm going to change the angle, I also want to keep my lower back from arching. So I'm going to put my hand so you see it a bit better. I'll speak in the eye. I can tend to arch like this when I get busy and I'm hiking my shoulders. No, I want to find my feet, find that triangle sensation under my foot, and I want my pelvis to move in a more relaxed position, not an arched position. Okay, I'm not using neutral position on purpose. More on that later. Of course, I always have lots to say. Okay, next thing, breathing through your nose as much as possible. You can skip parts of the video as well, okay? I'd rather you do the whole thing and you repeat it regularly, like 2-3 times a week per video, perhaps. Let me think on that. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, we want to repeat and we want to see if we get lasting effects or perceivable effects, okay? Last thing I wanted to show you, so this is a gua sha. I'm going to show you a couple of variations of gua sha. So this is a metal one. You might have heard of it or not, and you might not even have one, okay? This is another kind, and so basically it's an object that you can hold in your hand and that you can scrape your skin with or rub on your skin, it moves the lymph, it does different things. I'm not an expert, but I love using it, and now even like athletes use this, they call it scraping. Okay, and I've started using this as well, scraping, to see if I get good results. If you don't have these objects, here are a few variations. I've got this lovely little felt colored rock. Now I wouldn't want to I'm not sure if I'd do this directly on the skin, but it is soft and it's got a little bit of a shape to it, so I can get into my back, my shoulder, okay? Otherwise, good old spoon as long as it's not dented, okay? Because I don't want to hurt my skin. I don't want to rip my skin, okay? A little redness is okay, but bruising is definitely not, okay? Last thing I've got, you can also get in touch with me and I can send you a gua sha. I'll find one for you, okay, if you don't have access to one, okay? Last thing, I wanted us to look at the skeleton. Hello, Skelly. So when we rub the chest, we're rubbing the skin, of course, but look at all this beautiful rib cage. We want to stimulate all of this, okay? We've got the clavicle here, we're going along here, and then from the side, when I rub on top and on that ledge, you see that ledge here, there's muscles going through that. I want to rub that. Then I'm rubbing around, and then I'm trying to go as far as I can and underneath the armpit. There's lots happening in the armpit, okay? After that, I'm going to go on the neck, and you see that there's a point where, you know, the skull is going to meet the neck, but there's ridges, so it's nice to touch these ridges with the gua sha or your hands to relax the tissue, to move the lymph, to all these things that the gua sha is supposed to do, or that massage does. Okay, I'm not an expert in these techniques, but I can tell you that it works. Okay. So you see this ridge right here, and then there's the whole jaw. And then when we're pulling on the skin over here, maybe grabbing a bit of tissue, of course, of course grabbing tissue, but grabbing fascia, maybe a bit of muscle. It's right here, okay, and then a little higher, okay? If you have questions, feel free to get in touch. And I'll be creating the third video very shortly.